early 20s, your mid 20s, or late 20s, because it's never too late to learn some new things. It is your good sis, Yamani Alexis. Welcome back to the channel, the video, the banger, whatever you want to call it. Things that I feel like you need to know before hitting this benchmark. If y'all see me looking straight forward, that's because I'm doing my makeup and curling my hair. I have a mirror in front of me. If you see me looking to the side, I'm looking at my phone to give y'all the tips, okay? Trust me, you're gonna benefit from this video. I promise you, if you stick to the end, you will get at least one thing you could take away from this video. So with that being said, please do subscribe, like the video, and share this with somebody if you feel like they need it, okay? First things first, stop people pleasing. I was scared of saying no. I was scared of not showing up for others. I was scared for a lot of reasons. For a long time, I consider myself as someone that was non-confrontational. I don't like to get into arguments. I don't like to get into fights. I'm not opposed to it, but I would much rather not go down that route because I know how I am personally. I go from a 0 to 1,000. Drake don't got shit on me, okay? So, yeah, and I got in them situations anyway. So don't be afraid to be in confrontation. Confrontation is natural. It happens. And whether you want it to happen or not, it's going to happen. So let it go. Chase your dreams and not these get rich quick schemes. I know it rhymes. I used to be a rapper. I'm lying. But I tell y'all, I fell for so many of the buy my ebook, join my seminar, and was sitting there for 3 hours and was fed no new information that I didn't already know, or fed information that I'm not going to use. So stop falling for these, oh, I turned my $100 into $1 million. It's very much so possible, but if that's not your dream, then why are you going for it? It makes no sense. Follow your dream first, and any other little stupid thing you want to do after that, you can go ahead and do it at your own discretion. Waste your money that you earned building it up the hard way through your dreams. But don't spend the money that you're trying to come up with on that you're not going to follow through with. I'm sorry. I've done that too many times, and I'm trying to stop you from doing it. Don't do it. It doesn't work. If you look good, you feel good. And that's, you know, kind of funny that I'm doing my makeup, but it's very true. Times that I felt like I didn't look my best, I didn't feel my best. And like, of course, like, looking good is not going to change your problems, but you feel better, which causes you to sometimes make better decisions. So with that being said, try your best when you're down to find ways to pick yourself back up. And with me, that's through my looks. There is a switch, an imaginary switch. Being in your 20s, you will not see this coming, but there is a switch that happens when you turn 30, or just before you turn 30. I took everything serious after that. Everything was like, yo, I gotta get this done. I have to get that done. Like, it was like I became more responsible. I don't know what happened. I don't know where it came from, but I promise you, there was a switch that just clicked. Like, I woke up in Jamaica and I was just looking around like so appreciative, and just, I felt like a grown woman. I felt like a grown woman plenty of times before that, but I really truly felt the essence of being a grown woman once I turned 30. It was so weird. If you don't take yourself seriously, how do you expect other people to take you seriously? And this is in all aspects of life. Like, I literally used to get so upset at people for not taking me seriously, but I never did the work for people to take me seriously. I'm like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, put some respect on my name, but you're not posting on a weekly basis, sis. The other day, somebody called me an influencer. I was baffled, but it's the truth. How are you baffled if it's the truth? Stop playing with yourself and other people will stop playing with you. Period. Never accept the bare minimum in dating. Never, ever, ever. Because when you accept the bare minimum, they get comfortable. They don't want to do nothing else. And then let's say you end up in a relationship with this person, right? They're so used to doing the bare minimum that they're never going to do anything else because it seems like you're comfortable with what they're doing. So they don't never feel the need to change. They never feel the need to, you know, do better. Go on dates, buy your flowers, give your chocolate, buy your gifts on your birthday, be romantic. Like, once you start a foundation of something, that's the start of it. Not saying that a person doesn't have the capability of change, but if your partner is not willing to adapt, it's only going to lead in a breakup or you settling. So don't settle in the first place. Heal for all my adults and even my children watching this video, my teenagers, my lovely little scrumptious little babies that's going out into this world. I need y'all to know something. If you had some traumatic shit going on in your household, or even in life with a partner, with a spouse, within anybody, before you move on in this world and expect people to owe you any freaking thing, owe it to yourself to heal. I promise you, your interactions with individuals will be better. Everything will be better when you heal. You won't take things out on people who don't deserve it if you're healed. People in this world don't deserve your baggage, especially if they ain't do nothing to you. Now, if you're in a situation that's reminding you of something toxic that you've been through, then it's time for you to go. And then after you leave, heal. But in the meantime, before you subject somebody else to something you've been through and they don't know nothing about that, I suggest you heal, okay? Establish a routine. You're not getting everything you need to get done because you are all over the place. And if you're an overthinker like me, child, it's worse. Because you overthinking about the fact that you got to get too much done. And the overthinking wears you out before you actually do the actual thing. And that's my job as y'all good sis, is to let y'all know there's a better world out here for you. And you can get to that better world. It's just that you got to do the foundation work first. And I know a lot of us got a lot of responsibility, but you can't use that as an excuse. People are given the same 24 hours in a day and they are able to do way more than we do, and without making excuses for it. So it's always a way. And a way for you to see that there's a way is through a routine. Be reliable, but don't be a doormat. This goes back to people pleasing. You want to show up for people because that's just who you are. I'm the same way. But when it interferes with you showing up for yourself, or when it starts to become, oh, I know this person is reliable, I know I could always rely on this person, but they can't call me for anything, that's when it becomes a problem. So with that being said, be reliable, but don't be a doormat. If you want people to rely on you, sure, be reliable. Be that person, that stand-up person that people say, yo, no matter what I'm going through, I know this person gonna be there for me. But do it for the right people. You can't be mad when you letting the wrong people stomp all over you. You let it happen. You set the tone. Your self-respect is all yours. It belongs to you. So if you letting somebody violate that, you can't be mad at the person, because people are only gonna do what you allow them to do. Buy the damn thing already. Buy it. You've been seeing it, eyeing it. You got the money, but you hung up on, oh, I gotta save for this and that and the other. Money is energy, beloved. Money will come back to you. You know, if you got it and if you could spare it a little, splurge a little. It's okay. It is okay. That money will come back to you tenfold. That money will come back to you tenfold. People irresponsibly spend money all the time. Does it stop money from flowing back in? No. Nope. You know why? Because money is energy. You determine your relationship with money, not money itself. You determine your relationship with money. If you know it's coming back, you're gonna spend it. You're gonna spend it more frivolously, because you know it's coming back. And once you know it's coming back, you ain't got to worry about not having it now, do you? Child, them bills ain't going nowhere. But you know what's expiring? You. Day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, we get older and we get closer to dying. It's just the reality. So while you're here, enjoy the money. Spend a little bit of money. It's not gonna hurt nobody. It may hurt you if you're irresponsible in the long run, but just use your discernment. That's all. Manifest the life you want. I don't care what it looks like, if it's the 369 method, the 333, the PPP. Manifest it, love, because it's coming. If you speak it and believe it and achieve it, it will happen. It's just that simple. You speak it, believe it, achieve it, it will happen. I promise you. I've manifested so much and didn't even realize I was manifesting. Can you believe that? Manifestation is not a new tool. It's not a millennial thing. It's not a social media thing. It's something that existed for centuries. We just put a name to it. That's it. We put a name to it recently. And you probably don't realize that you've done it, but you have. Okay, you guys, so I finished my hair and makeup, and I'm coming on camera to give you guys the last and final tip, and that is to put yourself first. You feel like you're alone in this world because you have no one to turn to, but essentially everybody is doing this except for you. Everyone is putting themselves first. You're not doing it because you're people pleasing. That ties back into tip number 1. I'm telling you, this video has come full circle at this point. By people pleasing and always trying to extend the open hand only to get it curled back up towards you humbly is because you're not putting yourself first. This is something that everybody in this world is doing and you're failing to do, and that's why you're often disappointed. This is why you feel alone, is because you're not adapting to the world. Do not put yourself in circumstances or situations that you're going to end up getting the short end of the stick in regards to your life. So let's say a friend needs some money and you're about to literally give them your last $20, not knowing that you're going to need it soon. But you give it to them and you're like, hey, I know I get paid on Wednesday. It's Sunday. All right, cool. Boom. Monday. You need your $20 and you can't turn to that friend that just borrowed that $20 from you. But now you need it. Now who do you turn to? Who do you turn to? Who do you turn to in that moment when you could have just simply said, sorry friend, this is my last $20. You don't even have to offer an explanation. Rule of thumb, if you can't do it twice, don't do it at all. All right, so that's a little extra tip within a tip. Put yourself first in all situations where you could possibly end up getting the short end of the stick. And that is the end of the video. I had to walk away with something from this video. And if you did, I suggest you hit the like button so other people could be informed and get tips of their own to help their lives move more smoothly on this journey to adulthood. And if you're not an adult as of yet, you have a long ways to go, my love. Everything happens through trial and tribulation and experience, okay? No one on this planet could 100% protect you from having to go through the experience, because the true teacher is experience. But I got enough experience to shed some light on these situations, okay? And with that being said, I hope that I was able to teach somebody something today. I hope a veil was lifted off of someone's eyes. I hope that an epiphany happened. Subscribe if you aren't already. And if I'm so gracious to have you again, I will see you guys in my next video. Yamani Alexis signing out and off. Bye.